Hello, hello. Greetings. So this might be a little bit of a, how does you say, a different video or so. I kind of want to do a little bit of a commentary video or so specifically because I got the chance to react to it, but I didn't really get the chance to, how do I say this? Record it. So yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to record the this new game, right? This new Gacha game that's coming out in the future, which is called Chaos Zero Nightmare. And if I remember correctly, this was announced a while back or so, or at least like teased or so, because I remember seeing specifically some like teaser or gameplay or so. It's kind of very interesting after watching the trailer itself, as you guys can see in the background or so. With of course with some Call of Duty in the background too as well. Um, that it of course is created by Smilegate, which is can be a bit of a hit or a miss depending on how it is. And they have made a Lost Ark and Epic 7, Crossfire as well, and Tails Runner, I guess I assume. But this one looks very promising because the reason why specifically, right, from what we see from the trailer itself specifically, is that it's like a super, super, super dark tale on the story. Like it almost looks like your characters will die or so. Like they will have a gruesome end. So it's very interesting to see. Like it kind of reminds me a bit of Darkest Dungeon, I think. I think that's like the right name of it's called. Yeah, it just reminds me of Darkest Dungeon since it has sort of like the same aspect with like status effects and like you get like mental like you also get like mental disorder stuff that you get fucked up. Except with this one or so, it kind of looks like you build a deck of some sort of type or so. At least from what I'm seeing, anyways. From the look of things, it very seems to be very high quality as well. Granted, of course, it's just like it has the chibi art style, of course, but then it also when it zooms in or so because it's a turn based, right? Turn based JRPG. It also has the full, I guess you could say like the full model itself. Sorry about that. I guess it has like the full model itself. And it's very interesting because there's also animated cutscenes in it, which I'm curious to see if that's part of the ultimate itself. If it is, at least from what I'm seeing or so, it is very interesting to see. I'll be very interested to see how this game is going to foretell, right? Because there seems to be a lot of like dark tones, which is very, very, very cool. Because we don't get that many, mini gotcha games besides what Limbus something or so. And it's very interesting to see how they're going to handle this, how they're going to balance this out. Are we gonna earn the card, or do we have to pull the cards or so from the gacha, at least, or are we going to just pull for the unit and then they have a certain set of cards or something? Like I'm curious how this is gonna be done or so, because it's like a card battler, turn-based JRPG with a dark tone, and it has the same vibe as Darkest Dungeon. Cause at least from like certain parts of the scene specifically, like you turn into like a tree branch. I guess if you lose or so, right? Like if you lose or something or anything of that sort of nature, I assume that you lose, but like in a very gruesome kind of way. I'm very interested to see how cold the story is going to be in this game specifically. So far, at least what I'm seeing, it's very like very stylized, to be honest. The mob designs are kind of a bit like, you know. As you can see, like I'm saying that like specifically, like there's so many like different like mental thing, and this is really cool because you can see the bosses are transforming, and then they kill the player or the characters. I'd be curious to see if maybe once your character reaches to 0 HP, it does like a special execution or something like that. I'd be very interested to see what happens here. And also, we saw in in the cutscene or so that a girl gets grabbed or so and literally crushed in her in her goddamn freaking in the hands of the monster. So, and then some deer pops up, some kind of like from fucking Pokemon X and Y or so, and transforms people into trees, plants, or something like that. I'm very interested to see how this is gonna work out. Right, I think it's a pretty cool concept in my personal opinion. I'd be very interested to see like the different gruesome deaths or so that your characters will take. I assume they want you like you don't want to fail your characters and see that that animation or so. I'm curious. I'm very curious to specifically see this because of course, it's another gotcha game. Of course, I always try every single gotcha game that comes out, which, holy shit, dude, I have no time in the world or so for some of these gotcha games. But, like I said, Chaos Zero Nightmare, it looks pretty interesting. I like it so far. It looks very interesting. The characters are very interesting. The weird card battler type of thing is very interesting, and I'm very intrigued and interested to see, like, how much of a dark tone are we talking about here? Or like I see that the characters can get like maybe applied some kind of like status effect of a mental status effect. Cause seeing a girl like breaking down into tears, crying, and then it looks like one of your characters completely dies or so, and then or if your party wipes out, it looks like the monster just completely kills. It's very interesting. Very, very, very interesting indeed. So yeah, I'll be keeping an eye out specifically on this one called Chaos Zero Nightmare. And I think everyone should probably be at least take a look at it at least. I know that it's not really a super popular because of, not a lot of people enjoy card battlers or so, right? But at the end of the day, this does look very interesting to see from fully animated cutscenes of your characters dying or so. And yeah, I am very intrigued. I'll be seeing this game when it comes out. I'll be trying it out if I can, trying to see if they are holding a beta or anything like that sort of nature. I'll try to see if I can get some gameplay at least if I get in or so, but no promises or anything like that. But it is very cool. I think this is the type of game or so that I would totally play on my phone compared to some of the other gacha games like Withering Waves, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, PGR. Those specific games are more PC oriented than mobile, in my personal opinion. But hey, if you play on mobile, that's fine too as well. But at the end of the day, this is very interesting. Like I said, keep an eye out for Chaos Zero Nightmare. I'm gonna be honest with you. Of course, link is in the description down below if you want to see the full gameplay trailer, of course. And yeah, I have to say, this is a pretty cool freaking game. Oh yes, also I'm gonna add on top of that too. Thank you for the 3,000 subscribers as well. I didn't get the chance to, say thank you or anything like that, but I'm very much appreciated for the 3,000 subscribers and everything. And yeah, it's not like I'm not paying attention or anything like that. I've just been busy for these past couple of days. I just want to give you guys a quick update, at least on that situation. I've been having issues with my editing software, so at least for almost like an entire week, basically. It seems to kind of have figured it out at least a little bit, but I'm not too sure. I downloaded some updates and all that stuff, but all that other jazzy stuff. But yeah, overall, thank you so much. Thank you for the 3,000 subscribers. It's very much appreciated, like yeah, like some videos are don't do super great, like the Suicide Squad idea or so. I think personally I just upload whatever I want and I think it's just a good video at the end of the day. But hey, that's just me. I kind of upload whatever the hell I want to do at the end of the day. It's my channel, if it's something that's interesting. Sometimes I'll upload some gameplay or so. Because at the end of the day, right, I'm only one person. I can't do everything, okay? So I'm trying my best to trying to, start trying to do stuff as best I can. But I know a lot of people don't like it. I know a lot of people enjoy some of the reaction stuff. But at the same time, right, I do like to branch out and do other things at the same time. So I'd be very much appreciated if you guys take a look at them at least. But hey, it is what it is. I don't really care. Like at the end of the day, I got to start off small to in order to make some of the bigger content out there. but we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future because I am pretty excited on the future projects off down the line. And I'll try to see if I can get that song cover that I want to do or so a while ago. But yeah, I've been working some big projects behind the scenes, and hopefully you guys like them later down the line. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. But thank you very much for the 3,000 subscribers. It's not like I'm not appreciated at all. And I'll definitely catch you guys on the next time. Ciao, ciao, everybody. Goodbye.